would be useful to have, if you need a chair, you probably need a mat or somewhere comfortable on the floor to lie on later on, and probably have a cushion for your head. Those are the 3 things that I would suggest that you have to do these exercises. So we're going to start with standing up. I'm going to move back. So hopefully you can see me. Yeah, you can. And we're going to start off with some breathing exercises. So if you put your hand on your chest, the top of your chest, and you're going to breathe in. 3, 4, 5, and then slowly breathe out. And then we're going to do that again. So we're going to breathe into the top of your chest, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathe out. Next, we're going to go to the sides of your chest. And you're going to breathe in, just gently pushing out your hands so that you can feel your lungs fill up. So you're going to breathe in again. And then breathe out slowly. Probably feeling there's more air going into that area and was higher up. So again, breathing in. And then breathing out. And then lastly, around the back, you've got your shoulder blades. The bottom of your shoulder blades is the bottom of your lungs. And we're going to breathe into that. So you're going to gently breathe into and gently push your hands outwards into your shoulder blades. Just have a little sniff at the top, and then just get that extra bit of air in as you breathe out. And now to warm up your legs, you can take the chair if you're early on in your progression following your hip or knee surgery, or otherwise if you're fairly confident, you can just start by marching up and down on the spot. Now, if you've literally just had, if you very recently had, you may find you can only do it with one leg, and that's absolutely fine. So just standing on your good leg and moving the leg that you've had surgery on up and down. If you're a bit further on, then it's fine to do on both. But just hold on just to make sure you're keeping your balance. Okay, just stop and have a rest. Just feel what your legs feel like and how your weight is between your feet. You may just want to sway from side to side. And just feel the difference between each leg. And then you can go back again, doing the marching up and down. Again, just making sure if you just had only you're just doing it on one leg, or onto if you're a little bit further on and feel confident. Remember that if you're getting any pain, that you can stop. There's no need to carry on just because I am. Just stop when you feel ready, because we don't want you to overdo it. So the next exercise is some warming up exercises for your back. And these start off with just gently raising your arms up above your head. You can breathe in as you take your arms up, breathing in and out, and then coming back down. And again, breathing in and breathing out as you go up, and then come back down. Then just roll your shoulders around. And then we're going to slowly roll down, chin on chest, breathing in and out. Just let everything hang and let your shoulders relax. And then slowly bend down to touch the floor. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Again, if you've just recently had surgery, you won't be able to go down quite as far as if you had a bit further along the line. So just go down as far as feels comfortable, Don't try and push it, just very, very gently. So again, you're just going to tuck your chin in, roll down as far as you feel comfortable. I won't go down as far this time, just to show you that it's absolutely fine, just to go down a little way. And just let your hands and arms just relax, and like pendulums, and just swing them around. Breathe into your shoulder blades, and then you can come back up. Roll those shoulders back, and bring your arms up above your head, and come back to the middle. And just do a little bit of marching on the spot, just to let go. And then you can do a little bit of tilt, moving your pelvis around, one way and then the other. Again, that's quite a nice one, just freeing up the hips and the legs a little bit. And then come to a still standstill. And then we're going to come to do some strengthening exercises. So again, you may want the chair, or you can use a wall or a table of a certain height. And what you're going to do, I'm just going to move the camera so that you can see my legs, my feet. There you go. And you're going to go up. I'll just roll the trousers up. There we go. So you're going to go up onto your toes as high as you can, and slowly back down again. And again, up onto your toes, and come slowly down. This time I want you to think about using your bottom muscles and your tummy muscles, so around your pelvis. So think about using those muscles to pull yourself up, and then come back down. And then you're going to think about your shoulders and your head, and you're going to think about coming up nice and tall, and your head growing nice and tall up to the ceiling. And you should feel the whole of your body working nicely. Come back down. Remember, you're just doing as many as you feel comfortable with. So on each one, just think of a different part of your body that's working. So this time I'm thinking about my heels coming up, the calf muscles working, and coming down slowly. Then this time I'm thinking about my bottom and my pelvis and my tummy muscles, working those to pull me up, and then slowly coming back down. And then again, just thinking about my shoulders and my head lifting to the ceiling, and then coming back down. And then you're going to sit on your chair now. So I'll move the camera again. There you go. Might be nice to see my head as well. There we go. Great. So now we're going to do some sit to stand. Now this is quite an advanced exercise if you've just had your surgery. So it may be better for those who just recently had surgery just to do some straightening your legs and then bending. Straightening your knee and then bending. Sorry, my camera keeps disappearing. Right, and then the other side as well, just straighten. So that's the alternative, all right? And I would do that perhaps 5 times slowly. All these exercises are better done slowly so that you get the best control, okay? So when you're sitting to stand, you may want to use your hands to push up from, but otherwise try to do it without. So this is with your hands. You're just going to come forward, stand up, and then come back down again. And use your hands just to lower yourself gently into the chair. And then try to see how little weight you can put on your hands. For the second one, just pushing up, and coming up straight, tighten, pull those bottom muscles together. Think about your knee muscles, and then slowly back down. And use the chair if you need to. Okay? So we're going to do 3 more of those. Again, if you feel you've had enough, you can either just rest and sit and wait for the next exercise, or perhaps just try doing the earlier exercise I showed for people who were doing things the early stages of their knee. So sit again, up you come, and then down again. And up, and down, and then just one more, up, and down. And the maximum you want to do of that particular exercise, I would say, would be 10, between 5 and 10 repetitions, if you're at that level. But as I say, anything, you want everything to feel smooth and comfortable. If you start having pain, you just stop, all right? So those are the exercises to strengthen. And now while we're still sitting, we're going to do another exercise for rotating your arms. So you're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to turn to the right. Just turn from the waist, breathing in and out until you get to the end of range, and then come back to the middle. Turn to the other side, breathing in. As you breathe out, turn around, breathing in and out a couple of times at the end of range, and then coming back. And again, if you repeat this to one side, and then you can come back, and again to the other side. Remember always to be moving at your waist so that your knees and hips don't all go together, all right? So it's a very specific to the top part of your spine. The next exercise or stretch that we're going to do before we come on to one more exercise before we do relaxation is to do some side flexion. I'm just going to move the camera again so you can see me. And we're going to start off by just bending to the side, just running your hand down towards your knee. Come slowly back up again, and then go to the other side. Remember to keep your pelvis facing forwards, and then slowly come back up again. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, bend down to the other side again. Hold it there, breathing in and out, and then coming back up. And again to the other side on the breath out. This time, bring your arms up in the air, leave one behind, the other one down by your side, and you're going to stretch right over your pelvis. Try not to move sideways like that. What you want to do is to come up and over. You actually get, sometimes you can get a bit more of a stretch that way, but at the moment we just want to stick to coming up and over. Come back down, other arm up, and back the other way. You can breathe in and out, or give a little bit of extra stretch, and then you're going to come back up. Roll those shoulders around, and then lastly, we're just going to go over to the wall. And I'm going to show you a gentle press up that you can do. So I'm going to just do a press up for your arms. Remember to push your heels down into the floor and squeeze, and that will help to squeeze your bottom and put your tummy in. And it should be like doing a plank against the wall. Pushing your arms in and out. I hope you can see my elbows straightening and bending. That's all it is. Just letting go, but remembering to keep those tummy muscles working. If you can do 5 or 6 of those, that would be really good. Okay, that's the end of the exercise part. Then there's now going to be a bit of relaxation. So if you want to find a comfortable place on the floor with your mat and your cushion, or if you just want to stay sitting, that's absolutely fine as well. So find a comfortable chair to sit on, and we'll do some relaxation. So as you're lying on the floor, I just want you to just think about your breathing. You're just going to breathe in and out. I want you to notice what your breathing sound feels like. Is it fast or slow? Just see what that feels like. So just breathing in and out. And as you're lying there and breathing, just try and slow the breath down. So we're going to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to breathe out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, just breathing in slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just as you're lying there and breathing, just want you to feel what that feels like. And I want you to do a body scan. So just run yourself down your body, see if there's any place of tension, any pain that you're feeling. And just acknowledge that the pain is there. And just think about it for a minute. And then we're going to go to the bottom of your feet. And you're going to point your toes as hard as you can away from you. And then point your toes up to the ceiling as far as you can pull them up. And then you're going to just let that relax. Just let those feet just be so that they're comfortable. And you're going to come to your knees. And you're going to tighten the thigh muscles as hard as you can. So you're going to push the knees into the ground. If you're sitting, just push your ankles, your feet into the floor as hard as you can, and then relax. So again, tighten those thigh muscles as hard as you can, and then relax. And then you're going to move up to the pelvis area, and you're going to tighten your bottom muscles. And you're going to squeeze the bottom muscles as tightly as you can, and then relax. How does that feel? So now as you've done the whole of your legs, just let them go all floppy. You should be resting comfortably on the ground. So just let that legs just roll in and out a little bit, just feel them being relaxed. Then you're going to come to your shoulders, and you'll just feel what your shoulders are like. Just pull them up towards your ears, and then just relax. Push your shoulders away from your ears, and then let them be. Just give them a little bit of a wiggle. And then you're going to just again feel what that feels like to have your arms resting and your back resting on the bed. Just perhaps pull your shoulder blades back towards the floor, and then let your shoulders relax. And lastly, we come to the head. I just want you to roll your head from side to side on the pillow. And perhaps just push the very bottom of the head into the pillow so that you can feel that bit of tension at the back of your head. And then again, just rest back. And then revert back to your breath, breathing in and out slowly, 5, and out for 7. You probably find naturally now that you're breathing a bit slower, and that just again do that body scan, see if any of those aches and pains, the tension has gone, or is it still there? And as you're lying there, I want you to take a walk somewhere where you know well, perhaps along a river, along a coast path, up in the mountains, and you're going to take in what you're seeing. Are you seeing and hearing? So are you hearing the water, or the sea, or the waves, listening to the birds and the trees? Are you hearing the wind? Are you feeling the sun? shining down on your face and your arms. Just as you're lying there, picture yourself walking along one of your favourite places, or maybe just sitting, watching a favourite area. So find something that makes you feel comfortable, something that you can enjoy looking at, or an activity you enjoy doing, which is relaxing and calming. And if you start to wander away from that, go back to your breathing, just breathing in and out. And then for that last minute or so, just try and concentrate on that scene that you're imagining or thinking about. Or you go on holiday, you go the weekend. Just take time to breathe and be grateful for the sunshine and the warmth that we have in the summer months. And there you go, that's the end of the session. So doing exercise and relaxation is a good combination, particularly when we are coping in a time like this, when we've got pain. We know that breathing and slowing down our breathing is a very helpful way to help us control our pain, as well as doing the exercises. Thank you, Axel.
Oh, thank you. I don't know about. I was getting so relaxed.
You were off.
Yeah, I got cold. I had to put a jumper on. You know, when you sort of lying there getting all relaxed. I had to remember. I need to hop back into this and.
Yeah, you're in charge.
and sign off the first session. But thank you very much for that, Helen. That was wonderful. Now, and in terms of, I guess this was quite a gentle start, so to speak. But are there any particular modifications? You mentioned a couple, but perhaps for those who may have had surgery on both sides, or have had surgery on one side, but the other side is also reasonably severe, and a few things. Are there some other modifications to what we've gone through?
Yeah, I think the modifications are to just do a few, and perhaps to come back later to finish off to perhaps split the exercise class into two, so that you can do a few of the exercises. That's why it's broken up into sort of lower limb, upper limb, and back to lower limb again. So you don't have to necessarily do them in the order that I did them. You might find that you just want to do the heel raises and then go across and do the arm exercises. So just split it up a little bit to break it up. So that's how I would modify it mostly.
Okay, and as a sort of, again, it's difficult to cast a general net, so to speak. But how often would you say one should do these kind of this kind of workout, this kind of 20 minutes?
I do an exercise routine in the morning when I wake up, when I've had my shower and I'm warm. It's a good idea. It's quite good to do it when you're warm and sort of before you start the day, because otherwise we tend to forget it. And I think while we're sitting quite a lot, it's a good idea perhaps to do it again after lunch, or just give yourself a bit of a stretch from time to time. So the exercise is where you stand up and you put your arms in the air. It gives you a nice stretch. And that's when you do a roll down. It's quite nice because you just get a bit of a relaxation. So there's a variety of different things that you can do. So you don't necessarily have to do the whole workout, but you could perhaps choose a couple of exercises that you find particularly helpful for the bit that you're in. But as far as doing your exercises for your knees and hips, you should really be doing something 3 times, a few exercises 3 times a day. Ideally. And particularly at the moment when we're stuck with being outside for such a short time.
Yeah.